A. You will hear short conversations between two people. After each conversation, you will hear a question about the conversation. The conversations and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and choose the best answer. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Now we will begin Part A with the first conversation.
Number 1.
Guess what I just heard? Dave's selling that car of his that you like so much.
Oh, wow. I'll bet it's expensive, but it couldn't hurt to check it out. What will the man probably do? Number 2.
I have an idea for a special issue of the school newspaper. Do you have time to discuss it?
My class is over at 1, but I'm free after that. What does the man mean? Number 3.
I could really use more room. My apartment is so small, and there's no closet space.
You should see the apartments in my building. You know, one of my neighbors is moving out. Come by and I'll bring you to his place.
What does the man imply? Number 4. The forecast calls for heavy snow again tonight. Aren't you glad we'll be getting away from this for a week?
I sure am, but let's call tomorrow morning before we leave for the airport to make sure our flight hasn't been delayed or canceled.
What does the woman suggest they do? Number 5. Has anyone turned in a brown leather wallet? Mine seems to be lost, and it has my driver's license in it, and also some family pictures that are pretty important to me.
Oh, I think one like that was brought in this morning. Wait here just a minute, please.
What will the woman probably do? Number 6.
I'd like you to come with me to the opening of the photography exhibit.
I'm exhausted. You'll have to manage without me tonight.
What will the woman probably do? Number 7.
Have you been to the new gym since it opened?
Are you kidding? Tomorrow's the deadline for my project.
What does the man imply? Number 8. I'd like to borrow that book after you finished it.
Sure, but I've promised it to Jane first.
What does the woman intend to do? Number 9.
Did you return that book to the library for me? I don't want to pay a fine.
Don't worry about it. I took care of it.
What does the man mean? Number 10.
I'm really sorry I missed the pop art exhibit at the museum.
You might try to catch it when it opens in New York next month.
What does the woman suggest the man do? Number 11.
Wasn't there once a bakery here?
Yes, but it went out of business last year.
What does the woman mean?
Number 12.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You must let me pay to have your jacket cleaned.
That's all right. It could happen to anyone, and I'm sure that orange juice doesn't stain.
What can be inferred about the woman? Number 13.
What are your new blue jeans like?
Oh, they're pretty much like the other ones, except with a larger waist. I guess I don't have much time to exercise these days.
What can be inferred about the man? Number 14.
If you're trying to fit this bookcase in here, you'll have to turn your desk sideways.
I guess you're right, but I hate to lose the view I have from my window.
What are the women doing? Number 15.
Did you hear there's some new kind of cable television system that'll allow you to get 500 channels?
Yeah, but I have a hunch we'll have nothing to watch that's different from what we have now.
What can be inferred from the man's reaction to the new television system? Number 16.
Aren't you leaving tomorrow for vacation? All packed and ready to go?
Not quite. I still have to stop by the drugstore and get my allergy prescription refilled.
What does the man imply? Number 17.
It's so mild today. Want to go for a bike ride after your last class?
What's the latest we could start? My last class is a chem lab, and it often runs late.
What does the woman mean? Number 18.
I knew Laurie played the piano, but I didn't know she played the guitar.
Neither did I. It seems she just picked it up on her own over the summer.
What does the woman mean? Number 19.
I heard that Parker Electronics is going to be holding interviews on campus next week.
Yeah? What day? I'd like to talk to them and drop off my resume.
What does the woman want to do? Number 20.
You know, some TV channels have been rerunning a lot of comedies from the 60s. What do you think of those old shows?
Not much, but then the new ones aren't so great either.
What does the man mean? Number 21.
Janet, here's the book you loaned me, but I'm a bit embarrassed. I can't seem to find the jacket for it.
I would have never even noticed. You're one of the few people who actually returns books to me.
What can be inferred from the conversation? Number 22.
Did you hear if the debate team is going on to the state competition, or did they get eliminated?
Actually, I haven't been following their progress this year.
What does the man imply? Number 23.
I want to take comparative anatomy this year, but according to the requirements, I have to have taken the introductory biology course first.
Ask the professor if he can take them simultaneously. All he can do is say no.
What does the woman suggest the man do?
Number 24. If I can get Brian to pay back the money I lent him last week, I could get that new tennis racket.
I hope you have better luck than I did.
What does the woman imply?
Number 25.
I hear you're quite proficient on the violin.
I'm pretty rusty after all these years.
What does the man mean?
Number 26.
I really want to see the play at the outdoor theater tonight. Will you come with me?
You know I hate battling all those mosquitoes. But if you have your heart set on it.
What can be inferred about the man?
Number 27.
Have you visited the new exhibit?
Not yet, but it'll be at the Student Center until June.
What does the man imply?
Number 28.
I have to be at the dentist at 7:30 tomorrow morning.
Then you won't miss any classes.
What does the woman imply?
Number 29. I'm taking up a collection for the jazz band. Would you like to give?
Just a minute while I get my wallet.
What will the woman probably do next?
Number 30. Your cousins just called. They're stranded at the beach.
So they didn't manage to get a lift after all.
What had the woman assumed about her cousins?
This is the end of Part A.
Audio Jungle.